Let's see what else we can take a look at. I wonder between those two, why not try make them both. So for example, this fella, come here. So it uses instances for some of the parts. Here is what it looks like from the get-go. It's not bad at all, it's actually quite richful. And so you have the seed as with the other tools we've covered, and you have choice to have either just the stem, the branches, and all the geo for building the tool itself. So we can have its sample, and again we can change its behavior and the radius, so forth and so forth. Sort of something like that. And we have the overall LODs. So then let me just go to full geo, it's gonna be much easier. So we can have the branch system, where the branch system is designed of 3 different levels, as we can see. Level A to be the one that is connected right to the root, and so for it we can have really interesting results like that. So yeah, they can be thicker, thinner, with tons of varieties, with tons of ideas to explore. we have controls how much we want the branches to be affected by the preferences. From the top to the bottom we have the option to decide what the rotation is going to be for each one of these. A lot of stuff. And then is the level B, that's supposed to be the branches that are growing from the branches that have been connected to the root, meaning they're children. And again, we can have the radius and the profile behavior. We can subdivide them whenever we decide, because right now they're a bit more stylized. And we have the third branch system. That's supposed to be the one on the top. And on that branch system we have the, let's call it those fruits, those spherical fruits to grow. Now, here is where I would be tempted to use relative references. So um, once the root grows, the branch is gonna grow as well, so they're gonna be relatively connected. I have actually built some of the assets this way, but I think the one we are looking at right now is not it's not supporting the relative references, and sometimes this disadvantage is for the good. You're gonna have to tweak a bit more your assets, but you will have a little bit more control and freedom to achieve interesting results. In my opinion, the sea plants and the ocean surface is the most interesting I've ever seen. It consists of such a beautiful and richful foliage that only the imagination of nature can do. Everything is organic and colorful and like coming from another planet. So why not your assets to be the same way? I can play with this forever. So here the actual instances coming from here, they grow whenever the third layer of branches are located. It can be something like that. It's gonna be kind of sea plant grape. You can of course move them at the tip everywhere along the strand. And I want to see what I've made with this Coral 3B. I've made these fellas here. Well, that's still unfortunate. Every time we load an asset, Blender is unable to recognize the similar instances or geometries in the scene, so it's gonna make doubles forever. And the naming convention, of course, is gonna be 01, 02, and so forth. One of the users out there pointed out this because it can mess up pretty much your scenes. This is another thing that software developers might decide to work onto. See, like again, over and over again. And if I want to optimize, because I'm gonna end up with a handful of selection that is repeating over and over again, I need to delete manually everything, and once done, I need to reassign what's existent. Let me not delete this. Let me see. Probably this one. But anyway, these are these are the assets I built with the tool. And I'm sure you can end up with your own assets, like achieve pretty decent results this way. And for the rest of this video, I'm going to show you the last tool I wanted to attend because of its difference. I think it was this one. It's basically Corel-Tree. Where are you? I've made beautiful assets with it as well. These other guys are powerful tools as well. You're gonna explore them. But yeah, this tree is good looking C3, so its design is pretty simple, but you have tons of options with it. You can usually have the seed, and you have a level-based system to build a tree. It can be pretty simple and respectfully optimized, and it can be very complex, like 7-layer system on top of each other. And here with the preferences you can start exploring the different variations that you might want. And depending on that, you have options to choose the design of each strand. Like currently there are 3 designs that I've embedded, and let me change some things here. Kind of. Okay, and you can quickly change the seed of each one of these fellas, their location along the route, and start from the top or from the bottom, or cover everything. Of course, the density. It's a really rich full tool with tons of options. There are few like this one because its structure is specific. But you're gonna need some more time to, well, get used with the concept of the tool. Kind of. And maybe once happy with the result, you can decide to grow it either further, and you can make it to progressively repeat each other, or to be different, kind of each following branch to be different with the predecessor that it grows from, till you reach to the asset final look. And I'd like to quickly see what I've done with it. Actually, I've managed to do pretty different assets that are close to what I've seen in my references developing the tool sets. Because yeah, of course, despite them being stylized, I actually needed to explore the ocean surface and decide on what my stylized tools and concept is gonna be based. So I've picked different sea plants and corals that I've conceptually redesigned. So here we are, like we have these trees here. And there are trees like that in our ocean planet surface. Really quickly to run through some of these. Like here you can have this type of tree. It's similar to the one here, but you have options to scatter some meshes and change the look a bit with the tools provided. Like there is plenty to explore actually. You can do it by yourself. Since I'm sole developer for this library, unfortunately I won't be able to sustain Discord channels, but I hope the tutorials so far are gonna be more than enough for you to start with the system. And of course, if you have problems, if you have any questions, I will be responsive. Just that won't be on Discord for now, neither on other channels, but the official Superhive channel. And if you have bugs or hit the wall and you're unable to understand how you can make something to work, I'm sure I will be able to help you pretty quickly. So we have this kind of assets with emissions, like emissive coral. So far so good. Thank you for watching. I think with this we actually covered everything important. You have some extra helping assets such as those fishes. They are production ready with textures, and you can apply either procedural animations to them or move them by some other methods. They are not rigged, just the topology. But what is the ocean without fishes? So I've made a bunch, and I myself have looked at tutorials how to quickly animate fishes. They're searching on the internet by other users, so you can take a look at some of them and decide to follow the same path. And last but not least, these corals, they're finished and they're as they are, meaning that there is no tool for those corals that I've developed. I've made them using different approaches for each, from casual modeling to some procedural noises for extruding, extracting, and changing the the topology, so that's why I've made plenty, I think, that you can build and scatter them onto the surface. Maybe in the future I'll be able to provide you with two to have such interesting forms, but for now I stick to the root and focus on the biome cities in general, that are the plants and the reef. But here you are, you have choice of corals to work with. Maybe I'm gonna make just a short outro video for you guys. Thank you for sticking around. Hope you like the tool, and happy creative journey.